It was big. Obviously, just coming off of the performance last week, just wanting to respond. This game couldn't, I bet if you asked anybody in the locker room, this game couldn't come fast enough. I just want to get that taste out of your mouth and move forward. And that's what our message is really were this week, but just about moving forward. Learning from what happened in the past, but putting forward our best effort. And it was a great team. We went out there and we played. We knew it going into this. Very explosive, fundamental on all aspects, and huge win, especially going into the bye week. Forward to everything in front of us.
Dak Toddart with ESPN. Resilience was your team's theme last year. How much do you think you guys showed that today?
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what today was in that sense of, especially after following last week and getting down early in the game, feeling some adversity, but guys, everybody responding, just buckling it up, trusting everything that we've preached, everything that we've put into this, trusting our brotherhood, and then fighting to the end. I mean, I got to make that throw to get the touchdown right there at the end, and I'm on the sideline pissed off about that and look up and here our defense makes a play, and that's what it's about, having each other's back, and so thankful.
John Machado, The Athletic. With you using your legs today, is that just how the game unfolded, or is that part of the plan going in?
I'd say it's how the game unfolded. A little bit of maybe a conscious effort by myself, just coming off of last week, realizing that maybe that's something I could use, we could use in this sense. And then obviously, I mean, those guys had some great coverage at the beginning of the play, and Mike always is preaching about the 2.3, and guys did a great job of coming open after it, staying alive, offensive line, keeping their bodies on someone, giving me a chance to get out in different lanes, and so kind of how it played, but I think it's something that can benefit us.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. That 60-yard reception to Pollard, was that an example of your night overall offensively, like you about to get sacked and then somehow you get a pass off to Tony and it makes a big play?
Yeah, I don't know if I was about to get sacked there or rather I just moved. I don't think anybody touched me. But was I?
I think you got out of a sack.
I broke a tackle there?
Yeah, you spun out of it.
Yeah, sure. Or I just turned right and came back left. It happens fast. It happens. No, I ain't that fast. Yeah. React, just playing and reacting, I guess. But yeah, in a sense, I mean, as I just said, that's a resilient play then, honestly, especially if I, you know what I mean, got out of a tackle there. And Tony doing a great job of getting open, finding the window. As I got out, I saw, some grass in front of me to potentially run, but always just trying to keep my eyes downfield, look back, looking for a tight end or a receiver coming across, and here comes Tony out of the backfield and threw it to him, and then he went and got a lot more than the play that I made. So almost scored. I guarantee if he realizes there's a guy to the right that he does score. But huge play, big play in the game.
Okay, one more. Why do you think it was working so much with Cooks and Lamb tonight?
One more time. What was working so much?
Why do you think it was working so well with those two guys?
Yeah, I mean, that was part of the plan. You talk about what was part of the plan going into this game, knowing that we'd get some matchups with those guys, understanding how they were going to play CD, clouding his side, when they were going to, giving Cooks outside some one-on-ones, and we took advantage of them. Cooks did a great job. Tonight was due. Tonight it was due up, and just the player that he's been, the person that he's been, everything that he brings to this team, getting the touchdown, big third down catches, plays that he made all over the field, and he was due for a night like this. Happy for him, and it'll only grow from here.
Yeah. Dak, the 4th and 1, 18-yard touchdown run, your longest touchdown run of your career. Where did that play come from?
Yeah, I mean, just off of a run play, we've been running a good little bit. Had CD in motion as an option. Defensive end took TP. The two other guys ran towards CD. Just allowed me to cut up field, and great play call, honestly. Great play call. They're going all out. Wasn't necessarily sound on their end. Somebody's got to have the quarterback, but not showing my legs early in the year, not running, I think played a part in that, and so I'm just able to go get it.
Hey, Dak, Patrick Cole, DallasCowboys.com. After last week's game, obviously everybody was frustrated, but CD also visibly during the game. He said that you guys met or talked after the game on Monday, the following Monday, and got on the same page, and it was a fresh slate. Can you talk a bit about how your chemistry between you two helped him propel? I mean, 7 catches, 7 targets, 117 yards. Yeah,
I mean, everybody was frustrated from last week, honestly. I was just as frustrated as he was, right? Maybe it wasn't as visible, but maybe more frustrated. I I tell CD all the time, nobody's a bigger fan of his game than I am, and we're on the same page. And from our conversation, me and that guy have put a lot of work into this thing, and that's really what it just talked about is understanding what we put in this. Those games are going to happen. You know, unfortunately, you don't want them to happen. Damn sure don't want it to happen in the way that they panned out like that. But then there's going to be games that a team says, hey, if you got to beat us, you're going to do it without CD, and he's got to be there to make all the assists and do all the other plays and the dirty plays. So I mean, that was part of our communication. But yeah, and they give him opportunities like that, like they did tonight. He's going to take advantage of them. I'm going to take advantage of them. And I told y'all before, he's a hell of a player and one of the best I've been around.
Jeff Kolb with Fox 4. This is the first game you guys have been in this year decided by less than 12 points. What kind of value can you take from winning that type of game?
Yeah, this is huge, and that's actually what I told the offense when we were taking that kneel down there on that first knee down was these are the games we're going to be in. I mean, we've had some blowouts, and then we had some games that didn't go our way that were maybe a little over a score, and the one lopsided. So we haven't had close games, but this is what the NFL is about, and that's all I said is we've got to get used to this. We've got to stay confident in this, understand that these close games, one score, field goal games, touchdown games, we've got to believe in ourselves, finishing it on our terms with the ball in our hands. And thankful for our defense right there, getting us that ball, getting that turnover. We're able to do that. But that's the NFL. I mean, that's what the NFL is about. Close games, winning the game at the end, and credit to everybody that played a part in this one.
Hey, Dak, Nick Hamilton, Nightcast Media. You said you pretty much set it up on offense for your defense to really come through. In the last 2 minutes, they really came through for you guys, especially with Stephon and Michael. Can you talk a little bit about just what that means for this team, especially having that? You talked about resilience on the defensive side.
Yeah, for sure. As I said, I mean, I was pissed. I wanted to. I know I can. I should. And trust me, I won't sleep over one throw tonight. And that's that one right there at the end of the game. That should have been a touchdown to Tony in the end zone. And so, but if you got to go sit on the sideline, you know, got field goal, at least we took the lead. And then to watch a guy like Micah show up. That's what great players do, show up in big-time moments. And right, first sack of the game, hadn't had one all game. And there he goes, here he comes, it's an important time, gets a sack. And then right there next, defensive player of the year, veteran, guy that's a leader of this team, gets the game-sealing interception. Talks about guys just doing the right thing, staying at it, staying consistent. And guys really picking up and just being there for one another. And that's what the defense did for me in that moment, did for the team in that moment of getting that turnover. And, yeah, that was that. I hope I ain't got a lot more questions to ask since we've just got this flow.
Joe Hoyt, Lone Star Live. Brandon talked this week about kind of patience and trust in the process. Obviously, tonight kind of took advantage of the opportunities that came this way. How much of a tone-setting leadership was kind of Brandon Cook's patience?
Oh, yeah, you just got here. Yeah, I talked about it, though. I'm just messing with you. I talked about it in the sense is this was a game that was huge for Brandon in the sense of he's done everything right from the moment that he showed up in the spring, being a consistent leader, leading other guys on the field, off the field, and just doing everything right and everything that we've asked him to do in between the lines, and hasn't really reaped the rewards, I guess you can say, of the work that he's put in throughout early in the season, whether it be targets, catches, or whatever. But tonight, some big plays, some big third down conversions, the touchdown there. The guy showed up, and that's what he'll continue to do. And tonight's just a big step and who he's going to be for the rest of the year. And yeah, thankful that we've got this guy on our team, and glad he had the night that he had. Proud of him and happy for him.
Back row.
Yeah.
Joe Reedy, Associated Press. Just catching up with Kellen before the game. What was that like, and what does it mean to go into the bye week with momentum?
Yeah, huge to go in the bye week with momentum. I just said it to somebody in the locker room. I said, now I can enjoy the bye week. That's what it's about. Is 4-2, with a little over a quarter of the season puts us right where we want to be. Got this big win on the road. Can build off of this one, give us confidence coming out of the bye week to continue to stack and just get better as a team and chase every goal that we have in front of us. And to catch up with Kellen was great. Had nothing to do with football in the brief time that we said what's up. Shared some family news between one another, and just yeah, great to see the guy. I mean, great to see the guy, see him smiling, see him happy. That's what life's about. He's a brother well beyond this game, and yeah.
Dak, San Francisco loses, Philly loses. Does that matter at this point of the season for you guys to come in now win this one to get to 4-2?
I mean, it was huge for us to get to 4-2. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But as I talked about our message throughout these days, we're moving forward, and running our race, honestly. You've got to show up week in and week out in this league. If you look back at this past weekend, obviously that shows you that. And the last thing that we can do is start watching other teams and start, if they do this, if they do that, but when we do this, like one, it's too early, and two, at the end of the day, we've got to go win games, and we've got to win games when it's available, or when we were available to do that. And obviously, as it gets latter part of the year, it'll show a playoff picture, but we've got to focus on getting better, peaking at the right time, being the best versions of ourselves every week that we show up, and just continuing to make strides of getting better.
You said it's a big win. Was this a must-win, though?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was a must-win.
Why? I mean, it's early
No,
in the season.
early in the season, but 3-3, 4-2 or 3-3, it's a huge difference. Yeah, it just is. I mean, yeah, like I get exactly what you're saying. It's early in the season. I've been in the 3-5 season that we turned it around and went on a win streak and won the division. So I get what you're saying, but 4-2, second road win of the year, against a great team, against a great offense, great defense. Going into the bye week, yeah, I mean, we talked about after last week not allowing this thing to landslide, and obviously I think a win like this allows you to really close that book. Obviously, we closed that book throughout this week, preparing for this game, moving on, not just talking about it, but being about it, practicing that right way, preparing the right way to do that. But when you get this win like we did, you definitely can move on. Now we'll move forward from this one, go watch it, get better, critique it hard, see how we can get better from this game, even on a win, and then, as I said, enjoy the bye week. Get healthy, enjoy the bye week, and then stack after that.
Dennis Freeman, News for Us Online. Dak, how does these type of wins define the team?
Yeah, I mean, just shows the fight. Shows the fight, as I talked about, the brotherhood, having each other's back. So many back and forths. I'd say so many of those, 17-20 game, but just back and forth, whether it be a possession, we stop them, they stop us, they score, we score, they score, whatever it may be, of just having each other's back and being there for the other guy maybe when he's not at his best. And I think you could see that. It was evident at different times on both sides, really. I mean, credit those guys as well. They had some big-time stops, give their offenses back a chance. As I said, even me missing that throw right there, that offense got a chance to come on the field, win the game, tie the game, and our defense stepped up. So, I mean, credit to them. Credit to our defense. And that's what it's about, is the brotherhood that we have. And that's when you can really hang your hat on the brotherhood, and it's not just a word, and look back at evidence of it on film.
What was your reaction at the end of the half that Mike let the clock run down to 3 seconds rather than stopping it at 8 and giving you another shot at the end zone?
Maybe the distance that we're at. Honestly, in that time, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about the next play that comes in. But it'd be different maybe if we're on the 5-yard line, within the 10-yard line, where it's a quick strike to the end zone. But then again, you don't want something crazy to happen. Obviously, different scenarios all throughout the league. We practice different scenarios. In that case, we knew they were going to play soft. They weren't going to give that up. I mean, credit to those guys. It's not like they're going to challenge us, go one-on-one across the board and give us a favorable matchup. So we'd put a drive together, a point-scoring drive, and no problem right there. We're settling for 3. That's what we won by.
Dak, there's a lot of positives to unpack when it comes to Brandon Aubrey's story as far as what he went through to get here.
Yeah.
But as he approaches an NFL record as far as his streak for consecutive made field goals as a rookie, just how special and valuable has he been for the Cowboys?
He's butter Aubrey. Smooth, always has been. Day he showed up. Obviously, I'm a big fan of his game. Known him, obviously met him and known him years before he became a Dallas Cowboy. One of my best friends trains him, and so just to know his story, as I said, following him when he was in the USFL, and then for us to take a chance on him and then bring him in when we had another kicker in the preseason, just watch him kick. He's an athlete, man. He's an athlete playing kicker. And when you have that, he's been a professional. He's been a professional in soccer. He's been a professional in other football league, and then now to be here in the NFL. Yeah, he's mature as hell, and just butter with it, smooth. No surprise.
What happened on the tush-push play?
They didn't push my tush enough. No, just didn't get it, honestly. Yeah, just didn't get it. Wish we did. Obviously, that would turn into more points, but yeah, let's get a new name for that.
Let's go viral.